Hello. Welcome to the Feminization Clinic. In this video you will find several keys that will allow you to make better use of my files and understand a little better how they work. For this I have already made some videos here on the channel, which I would like you to watch, so I leave the links in the description box. But here I compiled and will answer many questions that you asked me in the comments of various videos. So let's get started. How many times a day should I expose myself to the subliminal? You have several ways to carry out this treatment. You have to find the balance between the maximum time you have available on your day and that other time that you achieve without getting tired or saturated. That time varies from person to person, and from the time of life in which the individual is. In general, you can do 1 or 2 hours a day, and you could add the hours of sleep, placing a device with a low audio level, comfortable but listening to it without disturbing your rest. And looping a playlist, for example. Please note the following. You have to be well prepared mentally and physically to start this treatment, in the current stage you are living in, and also on the particular day you start. You have to take therapy with conviction, desire, and will. You have to do visualization exercises during the session. And finally, subliminal or hypnotic therapies have a greater and sustained effect if they are practiced regularly. Therefore, it is necessary to make the meditations, the subliminal or hypnotic sessions, a lifestyle, a permanent routine. Let me emphasize it. Subliminals, hypnosis or meditations for a certain purpose, like feminization, must be taken as a life routine, that is, you must train your mind forever. Of course there are times in life when people walk away, but then come back. That's normal. The important thing is that you must know that you have to live with this permanently. It is after all a companion. Someone who is with you all the way. How long at a stretch should you listen to it? And how many times a day? That is very personal. It depends on many psychic factors and what you want to achieve. However, in general terms I can tell you that you could do active and passive subliminal exposures. For example, 20 or 30 minutes of watching a video per day, it could be more, and 20 or 30 more minutes or as much as you want, leaving it in the background while you do other activities. It is also advisable to leave it in a loop during sleep hours at a calm volume, so that it does not disturb sleep, but exerts its effect. You can do these things every day for a period of time that you consider. According to my experience, there is no limit. To vary the content of the subliminal, I have put together playlists. You can find them in the Playlists tab, and you can also program them in a loop. How long does it take for subliminals, meditations, or hypnosis to exert their full effect? No real change occurs in days. It does not work like that. This can take a few months, maybe 2 to 6 months. The results are in 3 terms: short, medium, and long term. In the very short term you can get widespread enthusiasm and growing interest in feminization and advancing on your path. The most notable results come in the medium and long term. The mind must carry out many processes until it manages to modulate them. For example, physical aspects. For those who seek physical changes in various aspects. More specifically, for those who listen to files about hormonal changes. There are two purposes for this file. The first is the endogenous production of the hormones, and that is what takes the longest. Effects such as the suppression of converting enzymes from androgens to testosterone, the potentiation of converting enzymes from preandrogens to progestogens, etc. Of course, the results obtained will be milder than a pharmacological treatment. The second goal is that it encourages the viewer to get the hormone, consulting a doctor, and start taking it. This can be much faster. Something similar applies to mental changes. The mind must adapt to certain new models, and at the same time abandon others. It's not that easy, but it can be achieved. Keep in mind that you are alone carrying out these thought reform programs. You are not in the CIA or in a real feminization clinic. To change the mind more quickly and effectively, there are other accessories, there are other things to do. If I just listen to the audio, without watching the video, will it work? Both the visual and the auditive part have powerful feminizing subliminal affirmations and association with femininity. If you can both see and hear, that's ideal. However, you can just listen to the audio and it will work just the same. Perhaps with headphones it is a little more effective, but it is very effective with overhead sound in a nice meditation room or bedroom. If the file is about meditation or hypnosis, it is advisable to lie down, close your eyes, and let yourself be guided by the audio. If the file is about subliminals with images, what is more effective, focusing on the fast text affirmations or focusing on the fast images? The truth is, you don't have to focus on anything at all. Not in the text above or below, not in the images or in the primary or secondary audio. You just have to situate yourself in a very comfortable place, armchair or bed, relax as much as possible, try to put aside all intrusive thoughts, try to put your mind blank and look and observe passively. No intention of judging or trying to understand. Totally blank. That's how it works. What about the volume? Should I be able to hear the background voices? No, it is not necessary or advisable. You should listen at a normal volume that is comfortable for you. With headphones or speakers. Headphones offer better sound resolution, but it's not strict. The idea is maximum comfort, a state of relaxation and just letting the affirmations, images, and frequencies do their work. All of this will enter your mind without effort on your part. Are subliminal suggestion files temporary or permanent? Subliminals that are in your language, or that have images, figures, or archetypes, never last forever. Therefore, if you want this to continue working for you, you must make it a routine or a habit of life to be in contact with these types of files. It's like everything in life. If you go to the gym, you're in shape, and if you stop, you lose shape. Or as with studying, you can have clarity on a subject if you study it often. But if you stop reviewing it, then over years and decades you lose clarity. Although something remains in your mind, but less intensely. If I don't understand the language, will it work? In videos with voice, such as meditations, hypnosis, or auditory subliminals without images, if you don't understand the language, it doesn't work. Instead, if you watch subliminal quick picture videos, it works. These videos contain figures, images, and archetypes that overcome language barriers and are understandable to any subconscious. My purpose when listening to subliminal files is concerned with obtaining long-lasting or permanent effects such as losing my gonads. It was also said that estrogen-producing cells may appear. What kind of cells are those? Where do they appear? Just curious. Well, it can have permanent effects such as the desire to take external estrogens, the change of certain cells, the retraction of the gonads, etc. But for once or twice you hear it, it won't happen. In the adrenal gland there are several types of cells. Some produce sex hormone precursors. In both sexes, these molecules undergo biochemical transformations that convert them into testosterone or estrogen precursors. The key is converting enzymes in several of those steps. In men, there is minimal conversion of these precursors to estrogens, most are converted to testosterone. In women it is the opposite. Therefore, according to the official branch of medicine called psychoneuroendocrinology, the mind can modulate the body and in this case make the enzymes convert more estrogen and less testosterone. It is even applicable to progesterone and oxytocin. Also, as a nerdy fact, some cells have been found in the adrenal gland that directly produce estrogen, but they are so few that they have no relevance except a histological curiosity. The conversion of some cells to direct estrogen producers is possible. It occurs spontaneously in some types of tumors, some benign and others malignant, unfortunately. Meditation. What's the best way to listen to it? Can I listen to it while going to sleep? Is it necessary to meditate? Can I listen to it while doing something else? Something being, let's say for an example, cleaning my room or doing dishes? All tracks, except hypnosis tracks, can be listened to or watched to depending on what is most appropriate for you at a given moment. Some are in meditation mode, which is a level less deep than hypnosis, so when meditating the effect is more powerful than listening to it while doing another activity, but it still works. If you listen to it while you sleep, the effect is even more powerful than meditating. These were some of the most representative questions from the community, and they surely cover the topics that you were most interested in knowing about. I hope you are enjoying the content that I am sharing with you. I would love it to be that way. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like the videos to support this work. Kind regards and much love for you. See you soon. Good girl.